Okay, here we have a levitating spheres. It could be any size. It could be small. It could be large. It could be extra large. It could be so small as the bearings, or smaller. These levitating spheres, they imitate the same way a atom um, uh, moves, uh, in a kind of way. Anyway, to make a sphere, pretty much you have sections. The complete entire circle or a sphere, these sections are polarity, positive or negative in this case, positive or negative. So if you have fill in the entire spheres with all these sections all the way around, and then you complete the entire sphere of all positives all the way around. So when you have a sphere of all positives, and then the bottom floor, you have magnets, polarity is positive on top. So now we have positive, positive. So you have a sphere that levitates off the ground. You can use that for skateboards, free energy devices, levitating bearings, and all kinds of levitation purposes, including vehicles and whatever with the floor. Anyway, the concept pretty much is in the case of I came up with the atom concept invention, since the atom itself is basically a miniaturized motor. You have an atom. Let me show you here. You have this is the electron right here. This is the electron. This is the atom. Inside the atom, you have positives, and that's it. No negatives inside the atom. So the atom's only positives, and the electrons are negatives. So what I was looking at, there's a space between the two. As it rotates, there's a space. This space is no connection. There's no nothing connecting it from positive and negative. That's what makes it spin so fast at 1% speed of light, because there's a positive and there's a negative. In normal magnets, this is a normal magnet, right? You have a positive, you have a negative, right? So the positive and negative, it's connected, right? So this is positive and negative. It's connected physically. So it's physically connected. That's why it just acts as a regular magnet. But in an atom, it's not connected. Atom is positive, and there's no negative. There's no negative behind it. There's no connection between the both. So the atom is 100% positive. Half of it's not even, there's not like a magnet where half of it's negative and half of it's positive. It's connected to each other's end. In an atom, it's all 100% positive. The electrons 100% negative. In that space in between, there's no connection. It what makes it spin. That what makes it spin. There's nothing in the middle. There's no matter in between. So that's why I came up with this concept. You have a sphere. I showed you how to build a sphere, and you have a positive, same polarity, and then you have these magnets. You got the back of it's negative, the front of it, the inside is positive. So you have positive, and then that way the sphere levitates on the inside. And what it does is, if you line it with the copper inside, now you have a same principle in theory. Like I said, it's only theory. Same principle as atom. So now you have a sphere moving around the inside of another sphere, levitating, but it's actually moving around by itself. And with the copper lining and the positive from the inside lining and the inside of the sphere, this one, you have free energy because it's going to levitate. Remember, if you have a magnet and you lay it, let's say you have a magnet here and it's positive, and you try to lay another magnet on top of it and it's positive, what happens is it flips. Because the top is negative, so this one will flip. So for some reason, if you try to have two positives, the magnet will flip over to the negative side and it will get stuck to the side. Okay, but in a sphere like this one, you can't flip because everything's 100% positive and the inside is negative. So the inside is all 100% negative. So there's no way to flip it. So it's going to try and look for a flip zone, and by doing so, it's going to have movement. The sphere is going to move individually by itself, free energy. So that's what I'm trying to say. The sphere is going to move. It's going to spin. It's going to move around the positive. It's going to try and look for the negative inside, but it can't because everything around it is 100% positive, and the inside of the sphere is 100% positive. It's free energy. If you line it up with the copper, and then you get the electricity part. You could have these also a levitating skateboard, and the top of it is magnets. This is positive and negative, and the but face everything here would be positive, 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 and the sphere is positive. So you have a socket made of positive, and you got the sphere made of positive, and then you got the floor made of positive. So what do you have? The sphere is levitating off the floor, and the socket's levitating off the sphere. So now you have free levitation, a vehicle that doesn't touch the ground, doesn't touch the inside socket pocket. So this could be for bearings. It could be you could have skateboards. You could have any kind of if the floor is all positive with magnets, the sphere is all positive, and the socket where the sphere goes is all positive. Then you have free levitation, 100% free levitation. This is my invention. I came up with this. I am the inventor, Megatron inventor, and this is my invention. And it's cool. This is levitation. It's going to change the world. It's going to have free floating skateboards with the floating with the magnets for the pavement. Indoor skateboarding will be all 100% levitation. Now, like I said, this sphere is 100% positive. Now, you flip everything I've written down. If you flip everything to the negative side, let's say you put this negative, for instance, let's for example, you make this negative, and then this positive, all the way around. So now instead of being positive, this will be negative, and this instead of being negative, it will be positive. Basically, flip everything opposite. So this will be a negative, and this will be positive. In other words, flip everything negative to the top, and positive to the other way. So it'll be the sphere will be negative, the floor will be negative, and since we have two polarities of the same, it'll be opposing us. So anything you flip, basically the key word here, same polarity. Same polarity. It doesn't matter if it's positive of the same polarity or negative of same polarity. The same thing will happen. You have levitation. Whether it's 100% negative or 100% positive of same polarity, levitation will happen 100%. So, and this awesome, we have simple spheres that levitate off the floor. And you could carry, depending on the strength of mass strength of spheres, you can have these spheres so strong because they're so magnets that they're 300, 400 pounds strength, even more. Depending on the magnetic field, how strong these things are, they will levitate off the ground. You could carry shopping carts off the floor if the floor is made of all magnets, like this. If your floor is magnetic, you can levitate objects inside the store. You can carry without wheels. You could have a floor, a skating ring like this, either same polarity, and in the bottom of your skates will have these spheres with the sockets in there of same polarity, and then you'll be able to skate the skate ring with basically levitate off the ground. So you can move around skating ring, skateboard park, indoors or outdoors. You can have new mechanics, new instruments, engines and stuff that actually work off levitation. These spheres will change the world because they'll be used for bearings that levitate off sockets. Sockets will not be touching the bearings, so there's no friction. There'll be even the motors will be frictionless because there'll be no bearings touching metal, and therefore it cannot overheat. So it's awesome technology. It's my invention. I am the creator of this. This is my and my only. This is technology will change the entire world as we know it. From actual bearings touching objects to actual 100% levitation off the floor using magnets, same polarity. This is a cool invention by Dominic, also known as Megatron. So you guys have a cool day. Enjoy your day.